Hey guys, welcome back to Tensor Titan, where we make AI and machine learning projects fun and accessible. So today we are diving into an exciting project which is predicting movie rating using machine learning. Yes, you heard it right. By the end of this video, you will know how to build your own model to predict movie ratings with impressive accuracy. So let's get started. So before we jump into the coding part, let's see what's going to be the workflow for our project. So we will start by fetching movies data with the help of the TMDB API. After collecting the movies data, we will perform the data preprocessing followed by the data analysis. And then we will split our data into the training and the testing set. And then we will train our model with the help of the training set. And finally, we evaluate our model on various matrices like R2 score, mean square error. And then we will deploy our model on Streamlit so that the other users can access it online. So now let's jump into the coding part. So let me just quickly create and activate the environment for our project. As our environment is now active, so let's just quickly install the required dependencies, which is the libraries required for building this project. So all the required dependencies are now installed. So let's create a file. Firstly, we will write code for fetching the movies data from the TMDB API. Now we will import request and pandas. And for the API key, simply sign in to the TMDB website, go to the settings. In the API section, you can generate your API token and then you can copy the code and paste it over here. Now we will create a function. Let's name it fetch data. In this, we will pass two parameters, which is API key and the page limit, which we will set at 10. Now we will create a list all movies that after fetching the movies, it will be stored in the all movies list. We will be fetching movies data page by page. So let's create a for loop for that. So we will be fetching data from each page. So this is the URL which we will be using for fetching the data for each page. And we will be storing the data in the response, and we will also handle if any error occurs while fetching the data. We will extract the result key from the API response in JSON format. And then we will loop through each movies in the result and fetch the movie ID and construct a new API URL to get the detailed movie information including the credits. We will be fetching detailed data with the help of the request.get. We will be extracting the movie's details like title, genre, synopsis, and rating. And after that, we will also extract the cast and crew for the top 3 actors and the directors. And then we will append a dictionary of movies detail to the all movies list that we created above. We will also handle the errors if any occurs during the data extraction and also print a error message and then proceed to the next movie. And after extracting all the movies detail, we will convert the all movies list into a pandas data frame and return it. After getting the data frame, we will convert it to the CSV file so that we can use it while building our model. So now let's run the code. So as you can see that our CSV file for movies data is created now. Now let's start building our model. So let me just quickly import the necessary libraries for that. So now run this. Now let's import the dataset, which is the movie dataset.csv, and let's fill the NA values with the empty space. Let's see our data. So we will use the head function. So this is the data for our project, which contains the title, genre, actors, directors, synopsis, and the rating. Now let's calculate the average actor rating and the average director rating. We will be creating a separate column for both of these. Let me just show you the data. So this is the updated dataset in which we can see the two columns, which is average actor rating and the average director rating. Now we will handle our synopsis with the help of the sentence transformer, which is an all mili LM L6 version 2. So we will be importing this sentence transformer, and with the help of this we will do the synopsis embedding on our synopsis. And then we will be performing one hot encoding for the genre. Now let's run this. So now let's combine all the features. We will be using hstack from the NumPy, in which we will be combining all the required features. And in the Y we will be keeping the rating of the movie. And then we will perform the train test split. We will be keeping the test size 0.2 and the random state be 42. Now let's start building our model. We will be using XGBoost regression as this is a regression problem. In this we will be keeping an estimators 300, which is the number of decision trees, and the learning rate be 0.03. We will keeping the max depth be 7 and the sum sample 0.8 and call sample by tree by 0.8 to prevent the overfitting, and keeping the random state be 42. After this we will fit our model to the training set, which is the X train and the Y train. And then with the help of the predict we will do the predictions on the X test and storing it in the Y pred, so that we can evaluate our model. We will be evaluating our model on the R2 score and the mean squared error. So let's quickly evaluate our model. So the R2 score of 0.93 and the mean squared error of 0.04 is very good. So it shows that our model is working very good. So now let's quickly save our model and the preprocessors. We will be using pickle for saving the model and the preprocessors. So as you can see over here that our model and the preprocessors are saved. So now let's start building our frontend with the help of the Streamlit. So we will import the necessary libraries, which is the NumPy, pickle and the Streamlit.
Now let's load our model and the preprocessor with the help of the pickle.
Let's give a title to our project, which is movie rating predictor. And then we will put a markdown, which is enter movie details below to predict the ratings. Let's create a text input area for the users to fill the values like actors, directors, genre and the synopsis for the movie. Now we will create a button named predict rating. In this we will be doing all the pre-processing on the input given by the users and then giving it to the model for the predictions. So let me just quickly write the code for the pre-processing of the user inputs. So now all the pre-processing is done. Let's create a abstract with the help of the NumPy and store it in the features variable. We will be giving this features variable to the model to get the predictions of the movie. After getting the predicted rating from the model, we will show it on the web interface. And we will also handle the exceptions if any occur during the processing of the data. So this is the code for the front end of our project. So now let's see how it looks. So we will go to the terminal and we will type streamlit run app.py. So this is the interface for our project. So now let's just quickly input the data and check whether it's predicting or not. So as you can see that our model is working fine.
So now let's deploy our model. So we will first activate our environment. So .venv scripts activate. Now we will create a requirement file. So pip freeze requirements.txt. So this is a requirement file. Now let's create a GitHub repository. Let's name it movie rating predictions and create repository. Let's copy this. Now we will type git init and we will add all the required files in our GitHub repository. Press enter. Now we will paste that code over here and press enter. So our files are now uploaded. So now let's run our streamlit app.py. Now we will click on deploy and let's copy the app.py URL and we will paste it over here, and let's name the app URL movie rating prediction and click on deploy. So our project is now deployed. So let's check if it's working or not. So let's fill the details. So as you can see that our model is working fine. So that's it for today's guys. So if you like the video, do like, comment and subscribe to our channel for more exciting machine learning projects.